just 4 days after the release of the day before, and the game is already shutting down. The game didn't even last a week. This has to be a new record for the most failed video game of all time. This was one of the most anticipated games of the year, and as everyone predicted, it's a complete failure. It was a total scam, and a lot of people realized that a year ago when the game completely disappeared from Steam, but yet everyone was still willing to give the game a shot after it was announced earlier this month, because after pulling the game from Steam, the devs wanted to give the game one last try despite the controversy, and well, now they're regretting it. Should have just kept the game in the grave, because now they're facing major backlash for releasing it. Right now it's the most negative rated game on Steam, and the player count dropped so fast that the devs over at Fantastic are shutting down the game, because what's the point in keeping the game open if there aren't any players? This whole thing is just so bad, and it's a prime example of how the gaming industry runs now. They constantly scam players, releasing half-baked garbage, and people actually eat it up, but not anymore, because people are starting to wake up, and that's why everyone's so picky about what they play now. Like, we just wait for the reviews to come in before we actually buy a game, because it's too risky. Nobody has money to be dropping 70 bucks on a game like that, and it seems like only indie games you can trust now. Games like Lethal Company people are willing to buy nowadays, and that's it. They have more trust in that than AAA games like COD or mainline games like this. I don't know, but this is sad to see. Gamers can't trust any studio anymore. No more recycled half-baked games. I hope the state of this game is an awakening to all the developers out there, all the studios that were sick of these below average bug-infested games, because they're not going to work anymore. People know that if a game is below 30 FPS, we're out here teleporting left and right, and we can't even connect to a lobby without any problems. They're going to fire right back trying to get that refund and bombard the studio with bad reviews. I keep seeing this happen a lot more. We get a game like this once every month, it seems now. Back then it used to happen really rarely, but now it's just common, which is really bad. These types of games are destroying the industry, and they just keep trying to scam everyone, but it's not working. These developers need to do a better job. Pretty sure some major lawsuit is going to emerge with one player not being happy with the fact they lost that much money. Who knows, it might even be a class action. You can obviously tell by the overwhelmingly negative reviews. It kind of speaks for itself. What's crazy too is people are actually celebrating the shutdown of this game. Like, what? Before I thought everyone was being a little bit too harsh on the game, just trying to hop on that hate train, because that's what most people do nowadays. But no, I guess they were right, because this game is absolutely terrible. The day before now has more than 1,800 reviews, making it the lowest rated Steam game of all time. Well, 9th in the world, but it'll get up there. With time, it'll definitely be number 1, because servers, they just don't work right now. They announced a fix, but I doubt any of that matters since the game is going to be deleted. The game had over 30,000 concurrent players on launch day, but then it dipped to less than 3,000 once people tried the game. That's some crazy numbers right there, and it's sad to see what this game has become, because believe it or not, we actually wanted it to do good. It sounded so fun, and I've always wanted a multiplayer survival game like this, sort of like The Division but with zombies. Hopefully another studio picks up on the idea and executes it better, because this is seriously some wasted potential, especially considering the fact that they put a ton of money into investments, merchandising, and just overall developing. But in the end, the game was trash, and it could have been a lot better, honestly. I mean, look at this gameplay. I don't know what the hell happened, man. But the Fantastic studio might as well just shut down too. It's nice they're offering refunds to everyone regardless of playtime, but this whole thing still affected a lot of people even if they got their money back. Nobody's gonna trust them in the future if they come out with another game. We expected a new awesome game to end off 2023, and we didn't get that. Some people are actually even upset they won't have access to the game anymore. The Steam keys are like super rare right now. Some are even going for $300 just to get your hands on the game. Price might even go up too after it shuts down. They're gonna be so rare, but honestly, who would want it anyway? It's just interesting to me. Maybe the community is planning on doing some sort of community support on the side to keep the game running with private servers or something. I doubt it, but let's see what's in store for this game in the future. Just wanted to talk on this. Again, I really wanted this game to succeed the moment it got announced 2 years ago, but at this point, everyone just expects the worst out of any game now, unless it's Nintendo. Anyways, if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Stay blue.